Hello and welcome, adventurers. I'm Mary, and in this video, I'll be going over the history and story surrounding Brayflox Longstop. This video is part of a series covering the dungeons of Final Fantasy XIV, so before this opening gets too cheesy, let's get started. In 1517, Limsa Lominsa signed a pact of non-aggression with the kobolds, stating, "To man goes the bounties of the sea, to the kobolds the bounties of the land." In response to the Lominsian breach of this agreement, the kobolds summoned their god, Titan, in 1562. 3 years later, Merlwyb enlisted the Company of Heroes to aid with the threat of both Titan and the Sahagins' god Leviathan. The Company of Heroes managed to fell both primals at great cost to themselves, and formally disbanded shortly before the calamity. With Limsa Lominsa threatened once again by the summoning of Titan, Merlwyb tasks our Warrior of Light to subdue the Primal. She recommends we seek out the members of the Company of Heroes to learn how they achieved their victory, and mentions she's heard one of them was employed at Greyfleet Mills. The Warrior of Light and Y'shtola travel to Lower Lenosha and meet a very fashionable individual named Tractone, who claims to be the best axeman of the Company of Heroes. After performing some free manual labor, we discover Tractone's claims of fighting Titus for 3 days were greatly exaggerated. He tells of an actual former member of the Company of Heroes, a marauder named Weiskit. Weiskit doubts that we have what it takes to conquer Titan, and sends us on a quest to test our abilities. Gergeruju plans on welcoming 2 distinguished guests to Costa del Sol for a lavish feast, and it's up to us to procure the necessary ingredients. Our Warrior of Light is instructed to seek out 2 other erstwhile company members, Landinel and Udnun. We complete their tasks, and return to Weiskit. He informs us that the final missing ingredient was going to be delivered by the company's former quartermaster, a goblin named Brayflox Altox. But Brayflox now claims the delivery will be delayed indefinitely. We find Brayflox in Raincatcher Gully, and discover that the goblins have been chased out of their home by a dragon named Aiter. Aiter, part of Nidhogg's brood, fled to Raincatcher Gully after being injured by a dragoon during the Dragonsong War. It's believed that he was drawn to eastern Lenosha due to the poisonous plants indigenous to the area. Brayflox promises us tasty Gobby treats if we evict the dragon, and we accept the mission. Brayflox Longstop is the first instance dungeon we encounter that takes place outside, and is subject to the day-night cycle. At the entrance, we catch a glimpse of Aiter before he flies off. The way forward is locked, and we need a key from the nearby Goblin Pathfinder to proceed. The first boss encounter is a Ziz named Great Yellow Pelican, and is a very straightforward fight. In the next area, our Goblin Pathfinder friend who gave us the key joins us while clearing out some enemies. They drop a treasure chest as thanks for helping out. There are 3 other Goblin Pathfinders that are trying to hold their own in this area. Offering hand lending is optional, but if you do decide to be a Gobby hero, each one you save awards you with a chest for some extra chances for the dungeon's loot. Brayflox herself shows up for the next boss encounter, an Inferno Drake. The next area, Mudstop Water Gush, was changed in patch 6.1 to be a more linear path. Pre 6.1, you could take a shortcut through the water and bypass some of the enemies. The boss of this area, Hellbender, traps party members in targetable bubbles that need to be destroyed. Once the boss is at 20% or less health, Aether descends from the skies to devour the beast. Aether retreats after receiving some damage, and we follow him into his mountain lair. Aether's fight was overhauled for patch 6.1. Previously, he would periodically spit poison pools around the arena, which would regenerate his health if he was left sitting in them. Now, Aether spawns poison egg-like structures that explode after a set amount of time and apply a poison to those hit. With Aether vanquished, the Longstop belongs to the goblins once again. Brayflox meets us outside the Longstop and thanks us for our help. As payment for our heroic deeds, we're given a block of goblin cheese because no party is complete without Gobby Gouda. We deliver the malodorous dairy product to Weiskit, who admits we're better off not knowing how the delicacy is made. He sets us on one final task, to retrieve wine from Shamani Lomani, yet another former Company of Heroes member. After helping to rediscover a species of grapes believed lost during the Calamity, we're given the finest vintage to accompany the feast. Back in Costa del Sol, we learned that our ingredient escapades were just an excuse to test if we were capable of slaying Titan. When the Company of Heroes disbanded, these 5 swore to test the mettle of any who would follow in their footsteps. With the company's seal of approval, our Warrior of Light can face Titan with confidence and a full belly. So, what are your thoughts on Brayflox Longstop? Would you try goblin cheese? Let me know in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving a like and subscribing. Thanks for watching, and until next time, adventurers, remember, you matter, and may you ever walk in the light.